Hey.
Welcome to Friday, guys. Good to be here with you for this lunch hour broadcast. We got a game of top 10 coming up here in just over 40 seconds. Make sure you're in the lobby. Make sure you push that icon and get into the game. You're going to want to be a part of this game of top 10. We're going to have a bunch of fun here during the lunch hour broadcast, when we're excited to be with you guys. Wow, I don't know if it's considered week 14 of the NFL season.
Yeah.
Kicked off last night, and the Rams dominated.
Oh, the Rams had a really good game. I kind of thought that was going to be a good game for the Rams, especially with the Patriots coming off such a big win against the Chargers last week. I did think that it was going to be a good, but I didn't expect the Rams to be as offensively efficient as they were.
Yeah, and the NFC West, of course, with the Rams, the 49ers, and the Seattle Seahawks all in that division is a tough division.
Oh, yeah, it really gets your defense ready.
Absolutely, and so the Rams look like they might come out on the top of that as Seahawks have been in a little bit of a free fall lately. But we got plays are happening now. We'll see after we get the first few plays in where it all shakes out at here. But yeah, not to jump into but we are in one of our football-themed games here, top 10.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought I got a little leeway to talk a little bit of football with you guys. So, but anyways, yeah, the Rams, I'll tell you what, all the praise to Sean McVay. He got basically like 2 years ago when they went to the Super Bowl.
Yes.
If you had a coffee with Sean McVay at some point in your life, you were getting an NFL head coaching job.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Then last year, if you hung out with Sean McVay, there was no chance that you were getting a head coaching job.
Nobody was. Everyone was like, Sean McVay was overrated. He was he's actually a terrible coach. And,
and then now this year again, he's a genius again. Well, the fact is he is a really good coach and doing a great job out there in Los Angeles.
Well, I see out there right now is someone who checked in. Brat said, "Hi, boys." What's up, Brat? We're going to shoot you some luck. Here, I'll stack you with some luck. There you go, Brat. A whole bunch of luck for you.
There we go.
Hopefully, can get you into that higher up in that top 10.
That's right. We're going to have a great day here in all these games on the PlayerConnect app. Hopefully, you guys are having a great time wherever you're at. The cool thing about the PlayerConnect app is you literally can be anywhere in the state of Minnesota playing your PlayerConnect app.
Oh, yeah.
And just going about your day, working, going to Walmart, at your house, bar hopping around the house.
It's a mobile. It's a mobile game.
It is a mobile game, and we're having a great time with you guys. And, of course, we got next week on Wednesday, we've got the finals of this PCS series we've been in, which is super, super exciting. We got over $10,000 in prizes for that night. It's $10,000 for the finalist, another $100 for that consolation prize, and somebody's going to take home $5,000 when they get that first place prize.
Oh, yeah. Well, the first all the way till the bottom prize is really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that bottom prize is what, $250,
I believe.
$250. I mean, that's a hefty last place prize.
It is. So a lot of exciting things happen in the next less than a week now in the PCS. And then we're going to be with you guys on Sunday for game day. We'll talk more about all Vikings and all that kind of stuff going on, but we'll be here for game day broadcast with you guys. And we still have this broadcast, and we've got the happy hour broadcast. Cash Crew 2 is going to be with you guys.
Oh, yeah.
And going to have a great broadcast there as well. Playing all these games. Vikings victory prizes are on the line today.
Oh, yeah.
All the way up till the end of the day today. You can get into the top 5 there in our Vikings victory prizes.
Oh, and let me tell you, it is one of the more doable weeks to be able to get into that top 5.
It is, for sure. And, we did have just one shift. Someone jumping into second place yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
On that prize list, which gets us down to one last player. This is what happened last week. One last player in the 19,000s, and then they lost it
on the very last game of this broadcast.
So,
it was actually our highest score that got her into the finals, Anita Alibi.
Yeah, she jumped in there at the top score, which knocked Boat Racer 19 out of the 5.
Oh, yeah.
So we've been rooting for Boat Racer 19 to get in on some Viking
well,
prizes.
he just got knocked out with that addition into second place.
2 weeks in a row. He did it. It was a Thursday this week. It was a Friday last week. But we'll see. We got Funfair 66 in that 5th place spot with 19,875 points. About as close as you can be to 20,000. But we haven't had someone less than 20,000 get into the prizes yet. And so this is a big day. Big day for Funfair 66. Big day for all of you guys to try to get those Vikings prizes. We've got some doozy of prizes this week.
Yeah. Well, that 4th and 5th place spot is Viking stocking hats. If you weren't there for when we modeled them, the prizes, we brought them out, showed them off. It's a really sweet purple with the little floofy on top, and it's super sweet.
Don't mean to use too technical terms there with the floofy
with
on top,
the floofy on top.
Yeah, and then in 3rd place you get a baseball hat, which is what Mad Dog got last week, and he's right in line for another one this week. So here's the deal. I don't know how many Vikings hat you already had, Mad Dog, but if this is your only 2 Vikings hat, you could just wear them like half the week. You know? So that could be like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday hat, and then you've got your Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday hat. So you don't want to wear your hats too often.
Oh, yeah. If I was Mad Dog, I'd almost hope that someone would get into that 3rd place spot this week and then just, bump me down into the...
Get a stocking hat.
Get a sweet stocking hat, so then I have a baseball cap and a stocking hat.
Right.
Both latest editions.
Exactly. And then you got a winter and a summer hat, and that's always important to have as well.
Well, the winter one, I'm pretty sure, is the winter one they use on the sidelines.
Oh, it is.
We watched it, I think, 2 games ago. We really took notice of it. We saw those stocking hats on the sideline on the colder game.
Yep. And so the baseball hat we gave out the first week was the one that they wear on the sidelines, and the stocking hats have always been the ones they wear on the sidelines.
Oh yeah.
The new ones.
I almost like the new ones better.
Yeah, is the Viking symbol, guy on the front, and it's a relaxed fit kind of hat. It's more of a casual look.
Yeah, it's got the adjustable strap instead of the one size fits all, and for people who have large heads like us two.
Right.
We definitely need it.
We appreciate the adjustable cap. There's Babe Bliss in first place with 15,185 points with a lot of plays left. We'll see what kind of score Babe Bliss can get. Hard Rock is out of plays in second place. Goalie Mom out of plays in third. Brat still has some plays in fourth. We'll see how that plays out. Hoyt 72 and 6 is got just maybe 1 or 2 plays. Mama Bear's got a few plays in seventh. Blondie has a play or 2, and we're under 3 minutes left for these plays. So we'll see how this all shakes out. Manual 0815 looks to be out of plays as well. But yeah, Goalie Mom I think is out. Anyways, we'll see. Lala in 9th is out of place. Good to see everybody out there playing. We'll see how this shakes out in the next 2.5 minutes. But yeah, so anyways, those Vikings prizes are cool.
We haven't even talked about the top 2.
Top 2.
That number's for the second place spot. Which Bucks just came right into that second place spot.
Yeah,
that was who jumped into our top 5. Is in line for that mini helmet signed by Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, that's a really sweet prize. And then in first place, you get a photo, and not just a photo, a framed. I know I say this every day, but framed. It's really nice, guys. I'm just telling you.
It's something you can brag about.
And it's Dalvin Cook. It's autographed. It's got the certificate of authenticity. It's the real deal. And it's of Dalvin Cook. Arguably, in my book as well, the best running back in the NFL.
Yeah, I think there's only probably one other running back that you can even argue right now.
Kamara. I think Alvin Kamara could be.
Kamara, you think so? I think Kamara is a product of a really good system.
He is.
And he's a very one-dimensional running back, though. I think.
I think he's multi-dimensional.
He's not that pass. I don't think he's anything but a receiving back.
Oh.
I don't know if he's much of a runner of the football as the Dalvin Cooks. Who Dalvin Cook, he can go play in catching the ball. He can run the ball. Like, I just see him being a lot more involved in more aspects.
Delvin's definitely a much more downhill runner than Alvin. Who was the other back that you were thinking of?
Oh, Babe Bliss said that was stressful watching Brat try to catch up to Babe Bliss and just coming up a little short. But look at Slim Jim down there at 9th with a couple of plays left. Only got 38 seconds to get him in.
Get those in, Slim Jim. You don't want to miss out on this opportunity.
Well, since Babe Bliss checked in on the chat, I'm gonna grab some love from under the table, and then you can put some on top. And there you go, Babe Bliss. There's a little bit of luck. You don't need much after scoring 17,345 points in this first game of top 10. That's a good way to get started off on the day.
Getting it done in some top 10. That is for sure.
We were talking about
that you were
running
talking
backs.
about?
I was thinking Derrick Henry right now.
Oh, Derrick Henry.
There's not a lot of, even though he's a one-dimensional, I think is a one-dimensional running back as well. We haven't seen a lot of people as dominant as him. Just like being able to just run it down your throat. Yeah. Like an NFL player just being able to manhandle other players is just crazy. And there it is. It's official. Babe Bliss.
Getting her done in that game of top 10. That means we're going to start enrolling in a game of Mess-O Perch. Going to be an exciting one. Fan favorite Mess-O Perch coming up. We always seem to get some high scores in Mess-O Perch.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was our highest scoring finalist.
That's right. RJ 5616. That's how he got in. Was off a 31,000 and some point game in Mess-O Perch. But yeah. Well, let's go over those 12 finalists. So, I'll tell you guys this. So, Fishy24 was in Top Dog, right? Mm-hmm. Family Guy was that in top 10? Yes. And then Milky was in Pride of Minnesota, got in that way. But the top scores, these are in these games. RJ 5616 in Mess-O Perch and Anita Alibi had the best in Vikings victory, and that's how they got into the finals. So those final 5 spots there of the 12 were off the high score during the entire time of PCS Open play in those particular games, and that's how those 5 got into the top 12.
Big Schmidt's checking in saying he could use a little bit of luck, but he's going to save it till Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Big Schmidt is one of these finalists that I'm about to.
So are we going to send some out to him, and then he's just going to hold on to it?
Yeah, it's one of those time release luck things. Okay. I'm going to stack you up. Boom. Here's a bunch of luck. Then I put the little timer I got right here.
Yep, lock it in.
Lock it in to the time till Wednesday.
There we go.
There you go.
And here you go. Grab a hold of this Big Schmidt. There you go. All right. Sending that out there. Hey, we got Amelia checking in on Facebook saying hi. Hi, Amelia. Good to see you out there. We'll see you at happy hour. I know you and Curtis are ready to get a bunch of great games going on at happy hour. And,
maybe get some people into that top 5 of Vikings victory. I know we're going to try on this lovely Friday.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got Tricks 421 checking in on Henry is one of my running backs in fantasy.
Oh, okay.
Seems like he has a good week every other week.
It
does seem like that sometimes. And I think though, if you have Derrick Henry on your fantasy team right now, he has one of the #1 playoff schedules for fantasy football.
Oh,
so I don't know if this person knows this, but you have a great running back pickup for this fantasy season because he has, I think, 3 really weak run defenses he's going up against these next 3 weeks.
Nice. Well, here, let's throw Tricks out some luck. I'll stack you up.
And I'll send you out some luck for your fantasy season.
There you go.
I love a little bit of fantasy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, you got a big game in your fantasy league.
Yes, I did. I had the smart start of the Rams defense this week. Got me 20 points for my defense. It was I was quite happy with it because I logged into my fantasy app last night and I look at it. I'm like, wait, someone's playing right now. I'm like, who's playing? And then I'm like, oh, Rams defense. I was like, wait, I knew this. And then I check, and I'm like, oh, yes, they're actually doing good. Because I was worried because it seemed like the Patriots had gotten hot.
Right.
So I was like, maybe this is a good start, and it ended up working out for me.
Well, there you go.
But Derrick Henry, a great fantasy running back.
Yeah, and he's a more one-dimensional. I think Cook, in my opinion, right, is a more run than receive back. Yes. But he's good in the pass game. He's definitely what I think, he has a little bit more dimension than Henry in the run game, so I like him a little better than Henry, and I definitely like his receiving abilities than Henry, and so I put him above. Like, I think he's a clear better running back than Henry to me.
Here's what I actually
Cook's a little injury prone more than Henry, but
I have 3 real Tricks421 saying, well, I lost my good QB early, Dak, so my season isn't great. And I was like, and I feel that one because I actually had Dak as like my starting quarterback in 3 of my leagues. And so then like when he got hurt, it was terrible for my season, and then I ended up getting lucky. I traded for Deshaun Watson in 2 of my other leagues, and then picked up Justin Herbert in my main league.
Okay. Yeah.
And so I had good QB luck after that.
Yeah, that's nice to get some nice pickups after.
Yeah. But well, I have 3 running backs really that I think are top running backs in the league that are the most like true complete running backs.
Yeah.
And that's Saquon Barkley, Dalvin Cook, and Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, and Christian McCaffrey and Saquon have been hurt all year, so I wasn't thinking about them.
But that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's why I didn't put them as like my top running backs.
Yeah.
And just having him and Derrick Henry as my top running backs this season.
Yeah, I just look at Alvin Kamara, and he's in 600 some yards in rushing so far this year.
Yes,
600 and some yards in receiving.
Oh, it's insane. You haven't seen numbers like that since LT.
Yeah, and he's consistently a 1,500 yards from scrimmage running back.
Yes.
Now, granted, I think Sean Payton's an offensive genius. It appears like it's quarterback university down there in New Orleans, because basically, if you want your quarterback career revived, come be a backup down there in New Orleans. That they're 8-0 without Drew Brees as a starting quarterback the last 2 years is amazing. And so there is a little bit of a system, but I also think every football player requires a system.
I guess I'm a little bit more thinking on the most valuable player type of thing. You take Alvin Kamara out of the Saints, and you still have Latavius Murray at running back. Who is a definite okay running back, and their team is still going to go out there and win a lot of games.
Yeah.
You take Dalvin Cook out of the Vikings.
Yeah, we already saw what that looks like.
It's not a great look. You take Derrick Henry out of the Titans.
Yeah, that's not great.
It's not a good look.
No.
It's just that's more what I was thinking of
I see what you're saying.
Most valuable player to the team.
Yeah.
Those 2 running backs hold a specific category over all other running backs.
Right. I guess I was looking at it more. If you take Alvin Kamara and you put him up in the Vikings offense,
yeah, he might be.
He's gonna be a stud in that offense as well. But I edge Cook over him. Just because I want my running back to be a little better in the run game than in the pass game.
Yes.
Yeah. And so I think Cook is that.
Yes, I think Cook's the best running back in the NFL.
The one thing I do like Kamara, about is that he doesn't get hurt because he takes no clean shots. He's kind of like Barry Sanders in that fact.
He's slippery.
Yeah, he's so slippery. He never takes a clean shot, So I don't know.
I think he may be one of those running backs that have an abnormally long career.
Yeah.
Because his yards don't come strictly from running in over people and stuff like that. He's mostly out of the box, getting his speed in the space type deal.
Yeah, I don't think Henry and Cook end up having huge, long careers just because of the fact of the pounding they take. Yeah, they do. There's .72 in first place. We're under 7 minutes left to play. A lot of plays left, though, for everybody out there. But good to see out there in first place. I know .72 is playing all the time, so good to see him in first place. We got any more people checking in out there?
Oh, yeah, no, nobody. I don't think anybody else has checked in, so we could get rolling on national days.
Okay. You didn't do your 7.
I didn't tell I didn't tell the 7 of the finalists of those outside. Well,
came through the open sessions.
Through the open sessions. Those top 7 players in the open sessions, here they are right here. There is Kanzi 16, She Devil, Dark Horse, Scuba Steve, Big Schmidt, Jackpot 108, and then the top scorer of all these open sessions, that was Mama Bear with a really good score on those open sessions.
Yeah. No, Mama Bear killed it. All these players, top 12, coming out of everything.
They've been top players in these PCS.
Yeah, so it's great to see them. I know it's unfortunate some of the other players that did so well that maybe had some of these positions at one time or another and then got bumped out at last minute or whatever that didn't get in. It's unfortunate we don't get to see them. But these are some great players, play all the time, and it's good to see them in there for that finals. And so all the rest of you come in for that consolation prize, play along with the finals, and see what you can get done on Wednesday night. It's going to start off at 6 p.m. and it's going to be a great time. Those PCS finals.
Oh, yeah. I see Hard Rock out there. Do you like a good Hard Rock cafe?
I have been a couple times to Hard Rock Cafe. Been to the one in New York City.
Okay.
Been to the one in Orlando. I think that's it. I think just the one in Orlando and the one in New York City.
Okay, where's the original?
I want to say the original is in L.A., but
in LA?
Yeah, that's what I want to say. Let me look. Original Hard Rock.
I've never been to one. I don't think I have.
And I've also been to what was the other one with Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger, where it's the movie stuff. So you got the one that is the music with Hard Rock.
Yes.
Right, and then you got the other one that is the restaurant with all the movie stuff.
Yes.
And that was, I know it was Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger. There might have been Bruce Willis was in on the partnership on that. But anyways, I don't. Those are in all the same locations. I've been to that one and the one in Orlando on that. Not anywhere else, I don't think. But okay, there it is.
The original.
It's been a long time.
To the United Kingdom,
Is
London.
The first Hard Rock Cafe opened in 1971 in London. There you go.
Wow, that's crazy. Fun little fact for you.
I did not
for
know
you who's named Hard Rock.
Yeah.
The first Hard Rock Cafe was created in the United Kingdom.
There you go. Lala jumping into first place, has a few plays left with 10,110 points. Most of the players out there in the top 9 still have some plays left. There's .72 jumping back into first place, again with lots of plays to go. Tricks that we were just talking to about fantasy football in 4th place.
Oh yeah, Tricks was just talking about how just barely missed that outside that top 7 of those open sessions.
Yeah, there were so many people so close and so many different, like whether it was in the top score in one of the games or in the open sessions, just missed it. But come out and try for that consolation.
Oh yeah,
prize.
try to get that $100 that you can get for playing outside of the finalists.
Absolutely, and make sure you're part of all the Vikings victory games today. If you're not in that top 5 for the week, you can get those Vikings victory prizes. We just talked about those, but we need to. You're right. We do need to get into those national days. The folks depend on us to give them that.
Oh yeah, well they need to know what to celebrate.
Yes,
and we know you gave them National Lager Day.
Yes. Yesterday.
Yep. So we got to give them a different way to celebrate today.
That's
right. And we'll start off with one that's a little harder to celebrate. But if you know someone that does this as a profession, then go thank them or something.
Yeah.
It's National Salesperson Day. Recognizes the personnel who makes sure
personnel
who makes sure the product keeps flying off the shelves, honors the value and dedication of professional salesperson and the hard work they perform.
I know there's a lot of good salespeople that are good in give good information to the clients and really help them make a good decision on their purchases.
Oh, yeah.
And just do a lot of hard work and of course take care of their families. So we appreciate all the salespeople out there doing a great job keeping us informed on what products we need to buy and what we need.
You've been a salesman a couple times, right?
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing you've had to sell?
Let's see. Because I mean, I sold
because you sold drones. You've sold
land,
furniture.
Yeah,
land. You've sold so many different things. What did you find the easiest to sell, and what was the most fun to sell? Because I know what was personally when you were working in it, the drone business was probably the coolest one.
That's probably the coolest
did.
one. Probably the easiest at the time. It was when the real estate bubble was happening. I was in the land business, and the fun is, I mean, that was good times because we were doing waterfront, gated waterfront communities on the coast. And so we were literally taking a boat out, watching dolphins go around.
Cool.
We'd go eat at a raw bar out on the Intercoastal Waterway, then take people back to show them the property that they could then now put a dock out on and then go enjoy that lifestyle. That was pretty good.
It seems like that would be pretty easy to sell.
I went a whole year.
You don't have to do a lot to sell them after you take them on that boat ride.
No, I went a whole year. You know, and of course I still coached football. I did all that stuff too. But I went an entire year with not wearing pants. I only wore shorts the entire year. And it wasn't like Tony. Tony doesn't ever wear pants. He only wears shorts. But that's in Michigan. So it's just, that's a different level of something. Yeah, but I wore shorts and it was comfortable. And I wore nothing but flip-flops except when I was working out. Like I was always in flip-flops and shorts at all my jobs for an entire year. I made it.
I mean, that sounds like a pretty fun time to sell some land.
That was that was a good time in the real estate market at that time. So, anyways, that's a little personal history. Point 72, and I was actually in the designing because I was managing the whole thing. So I was in the design of the neighborhoods and all that kind of stuff. Super fun. Yeah, point 72. Congratulations on getting the win. That was a great win in Mess O Perch out there with 12,850 points, and that means we're getting enrolled in Top Dog.
I was a salesperson once.
Yeah,
I was at JCPenney.
Yeah, they went bankrupt after you were there.
Yes, I really blame myself for that. It was fun. I mean, I wasn't that great at it, to be honest. Like, I could help out people who came into the men's section and stuff like that. But and I could do all the measurements of the suits and stuff like that. So that was pretty fun, helping people with that. But the majority of the people that come into JCPenney are middle-aged or older women, and I just don't.
You're about to delve into troubled waters, man.
I'm just not. I just can't help them. I don't know what they want.
That's your biggest fan base right here on the bingo too.
And I love them. What do you mean? They're not middle-aged.
No, they're young gals. So anyways. National Salesperson Day. To all those salespeople out there, we do appreciate all the hard work that you do. Another one you guys are already participating in right now is National App Day. So encourages us to explore all the possibilities apps afford us. Short for software application. Apps quickly appear when our mobile devices incorporated smart technologies. As the power of our phones increased with processing chips, internet connectivity, and touchscreens, so did the apps that become available. And you guys are out there on the PlayerConnect app playing with us today. And so National App Day, you guys are already participating, and so that is awesome. So, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I'm participating.
Yeah. Nikki laughed about us getting ourselves in hot water with that whole who you're selling to.
I was a good salesman. That's all I'm gonna leave it at. I was decent at it. I was not great though.
Yeah, selling a cat here.
That's the reason why I do this now. I don't sell things anymore.
Yeah, there you go. Well, we're rolling into. We got just about 2 minutes left. Getting rolled in this game of Top Dog.
Oh, look at Point 72 just checked in. Said, "Wow." First win. Needs some luck, guys.
Oh,
so I think that was Poit's first win he's had in
awesome.
this.
Are you stacking me up?
I'm going to stack you up with a whole bunch of luck. There you go, Point.
I see Point playing all the time. Glad to see you get a win. And here's some more luck for you, Point. Good luck.
Get some more wins in there.
Yeah. Maybe, I'm looking for, we got, Top Dog And then after that, we got Pride of Minnesota, and then I'm all geared up for this Vikings victory game. Hopefully, get somebody into that top 5.
Oh yeah, on this Friday, because it's the last day you can get into that top 5.
Yeah, I know there's folks that are clearing off a square on their wall right now, looking to put up that Dalvin Cook photo.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, we went over Salesperson Day, App Day.
Yep.
We only have one more left.
One.
And it's National Noodle Ring Day. Really? I don't know what a noodle ring is. Recognizes recipes made in pastas into delicious round casserole. While baking up your favorite recipe, maybe use round pasta noodles to really punctuate the ring in the day.
Well, ring in your day with some noodles. What I think of is SpaghettiOs is the first thing I think of when I think of a ring noodle. I don't know, but I'm sure there's other things.
Would like a penne be considered a ring noodle?
No, penne doesn't. That's like a straight line, isn't it?
It's a circle.
Well, I guess it's a long kind of ring, isn't it?
It's a long ring.
Yeah,
but it's
now I see where you're going with that.
It's still a, but would they think like that?
I don't know the technicalities.
This is something I feel like Nikki may have information on.
Yeah, Nikki is our food and like beverage expert. Like we push all that over to Nikki, and then she comes with like you drizzle butter over top with a light sprinkle of basil. And and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, she usually could tell us like, oh, the ringed noodle family actually consists of.
Exactly. So we're gonna push that over to Nikki if she's got the time to.
Oh yeah. Well, while we're waiting for that answer, we could send some more luck over to Brat. Brat's saying I'm trying, but just not enough luck.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna pile you up.
Okay.
I'm getting into special safe down here. Enough luck. There we go.
Special safe.
There we go.
Boom. This is special kind of luck.
Here we go.
And there you go, Brad. There's some more luck. Hopefully this can be enough for you to be able to get into that top 10.
Speaking of getting hot water with people, your mother always tells me I'm not supposed to wear this sweatshirt out in public.
Oh,
and I'm wearing it on the broadcast. So I feel like if she sees this broadcast, I'm getting in trouble.
Yeah,
This is my favorite. This is my favorite sweatshirt.
I don't think you have to worry about that because she does.
She's actually working.
She's working, and she has a tendency to not know when you're broadcasting since she calls half the time when you're broadcasting.
Yeah, she will. Oh, look at this. We got a whole so I think it originated from this noodle casserole thing, but nowadays it can be celebrated by eating round pasta. Okay, let's see what this is. Mr. Food.
Okay,
right.
So it originated off of making a casserole.
A casserole that's in a ring.
Okay, so it's kind of like one of those, what are they called? Certain kind of cake.
Yeah, bunt, like a bunt cake.
Yeah, a bunt cake.
But a casserole in a bunt cake pan is what it looks like to me. Yeah, so this is this sounds kind of good. It's got like cheddar cheese, broccoli, just a bunch of different stuff. And it's kind of a casserole, which I'm always
Don't forget the Worcestershire sauce.
I never forget the Worcestershire sauce, but
just have to mumble it through it.
Yeah, exactly.
Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire sauce. But yeah, it's got a bunch of different good flavors in it. Yeah, broccoli and cheese and all that kind of good stuff. But it uses egg noodles in the casserole. Okay.
Oh, is that what this is about?
That's what I think she's saying it was originally about, but now it's kind of been expanded to include like SpaghettiOs and but like I don't know still if panini
like penne
I should say is considered panini is a whole different thing.
Yeah.
So penne noodles would be considered a ring, and that might be up for debate. So there's Mama Bear, our #1 open sessions player there in the finals, one of our finalists in first place.
Well,
here.
we have two finalists, Big Schmidt and Mama Bear in that top 9.
Yeah. In this game, a top dog.
Yeah. The top dogs are out for this.
Top dogs are out
for the game of top dog.
Yeah. Well, if you're not the lead dog, the view never changes. Here we go. So that is National Noodle Ring today we got National App Day and National Salesperson Day. So we are rolling here on a Friday lunch broadcast. It's so fun to be with you guys and interact with you on the PlayerConnect app, chatting away with you guys there. We got Amelia chatting away with us here in the Facebook Live app. Famous Amelia from Cash Crew 2. She'll be here with you guys at the happy hour broadcast today and bringing you all. They'll have a totally different perspective on these three national days. They always bring.
I know they bring a completely different view of everything that we do on the script. Like if you saw our broadcast, you wouldn't know that we take all of our information off of the same script.
Right. Although I don't think they look at the script all that often, to be honest with you. But that's okay. It's just information to help. So that.
It's just a general guide.
Yeah.
And you can tell because sometimes we get off and
That's right. But somehow, I don't know where the conspiracy theory comes in on these 3 days.
But there's going to be one.
But usually the broadcast does veer off into conspiracy theories, which I love personally. So.
I'm a huge conspiracy theory guy. I really enjoy them.
Yeah,
especially like pyramids and stuff. I think aliens came down.
Right.
And, all that.
Well, I talked about the other day on the broadcast about how for 30 years the Israeli. The head of their space program, he retires. This is a guy that speaks on university campuses all around the world.
Saying that they've been talking with aliens.
They've been talking with the aliens all this time, and there's a galactic federation, and that's the reason that the United States has formed. What is that? Space Force and all that, because that's all real. There's a real thing, and then just the Earth population is not ready for it yet, so they haven't told everybody. But he's telling everybody now that he's retired, and whether that's real or not,
he must have not agreed with the decision to keep it from the people.
Apparently not, because he's talking about the Galactic Federation. Just the fact that we're just having a conversation about the Galactic Federation. I just like that idea. But
did I tell you what I just saw? That they're making the Obi-Wan movie. It's getting Ewan McGregor, the original
Obi-Wan.
The Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
And they're also getting one of the main actors that played Darth Vader to come back and play Darth Vader again for the movie.
Okay.
And so it's going to be super sweet, and it's going to roll right into the same timeline as the Mandalorian timeline. Okay. So it's all going to kind of connect.
Interesting.
Yeah, so cool. I'm interested into what's going to happen. They also said that they were going to release a Disney set a whole bunch of releases. Recently, and I don't know why I'm just popping into my head right now because we said Galactic Federation.
Yeah.
But
you gotta think Star Trek or Star Wars when you think Galactic Federation.
Oh yeah. And
or Battlestar Galactica.
They also said they're releasing a Percy Jackson show.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the Percy Jackson books as a kid.
Yeah, you read those as a kid.
Yeah, I read every single one. I was a big fan of Rick Riordan as an author as a kid, just because he did Egyptian myths, he did Greek myths, he did Roman myths. It was a super fun book theme that he did. Mm-hmm. Super fun. But they're creating a show based off of those books.
Very cool. Interesting. Yeah, interesting stuff. So, we got retired, kind of world leaders talking about galactic federations. I don't know. Somewhere the wheels came off the
Well, let's see if Gen AA looks like they're all done with plays, but Tam Bam still has a couple plays left, but is a good amount of points behind. Let's see if they can catch up.
Yeah, we'll see.
But Jackpot
Gen's got a ton of plays.
I'm telling you, that's not that far from that first place spot.
No, and it seems like we see this every game where Jackpot Jen, she holds back some plays, and she sees if she can make that surge at the end. So that's just the way she likes to play it. But we will be watching that. Well, we do have some celebrity birthdays today as well. Born in 1882, we got Fiorello, hopefully I'm pronouncing that, LaGuardia. It was a New York City mayor.
Yeah, that's better than how I would have pronounced that name.
Maybe. Because I think I slaughtered it.
Mama
Bear jumping back into first place.
1882, New York City mayor was born.
Go. Good old Florio.
Yeah, I just decided
Florello.
to skip over the
I know.
game.
I just couldn't
Couldn't help
resist.
yourself.
I just wanted to say it again in a really bad way. So there we go. Yeah, happy birthday.
All right. Well, in 1918,
I left you this one.
yeah, Alexander Solzhenitsyn.
Yeah, I don't know, but he's a novelist.
Yeah, novelist was born on today.
Happy birthday.
I'm gonna look this up just because I'm novelist and may be interesting.
Right.
I've never heard of him, but
There is one. There's really only one, and maybe I'll recognize when you see pictures of some folks, or like what they wrote or whatever. Like as we go down through this, and I recognize one other one that I know the TV series, so I probably know who that person is. But like I don't recognize a ton of these celebrity birthdays. But the last one, I owned. Actually, at one point in my life, I owned one of the cassette tape of that singer. Huh.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over the next celebrity birthday.
Okay.
I didn't feel like typing in the whole name of the novelist.
Yeah.
But Rita Moreno. Rita Moreno, actress and singer, was born in 1931.
I was trying to look up a picture of her. Yeah, I recognize her. Yeah, as an actress.
Yeah. She was in TV show such as One Day at a Time. Was in the movie West Side Story.
Yep. She's been in a bunch of stuff.
Show
I think
Oz.
I've seen her a lot. Yeah.
She's in a.
Oz. Yeah, I recognize her from.
Yeah, she's been in a lot of things from the 1970s all the way till 2020.
Mama Bear got the win there in Top Dog. Congratulations, Mama Bear. Jen AA in second, Lala in third, Tam Bam in fourth. Let's see, where did Jackpot Jen did not get all those plays in? Ended up in seventh place. Big Schmidt and eighth, Babe Bliss in ninth. And that means we're getting enrolled in this game of Pride of Minnesota. I thought I was going to sneeze there. Sorry, folks.
In 1942, Donna Mills, actress Abby Fairgate on the TV series Knots Landing.
Yeah, I remember the TV series
I know
Knots
Knots Landing.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know anything about Knots Landing.
No, I think it was one of those evening like soap operas. So it was in the evening, but it was more of a soap opera. Like, back then you had the soap operas. I think maybe still today. The soap operas running during the day all day on the main networks. But Knots Landing was one of those evening. There was like Dallas, and there was
It ran for a really long time.
I think it was real popular.
Ran from 1979 all the way till 1993.
Wow. Yeah.
So almost through a whole decade.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, those were big, like the Dallases and Knots Landing. And I sure do. I see your picture. I recognize it. I never watched Knots Landing, but then when it's such a big show out there, you kind of know who the actors are in it. She was one of those big stars there. And, that was a huge show. Donna Mills, happy birthday. Brenda Lee, who is a singer born in 1944. I feel like I should know Brenda Lee.
Brenda Lee.
There we go.
Oh, I'm getting a different Brenda Lee. Wait, 1944?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Brenda Lee it looks like it
is a country singer, right?
Yeah.
Saying kind of a rockabilly, country music. Biggest hits, let's see. Sweet Nothings, All Alone Am I.
Yeah, she had a total of 47 U.S. chart hits during the 1960s and is ranked fourth in that decade, surpassed only by Elvis Presley, the Beatles, and Ray Charles.
Yeah, she had a bunch of huge hits. As I'm seeing this, that's why I kind of thought I recognize that name.
Yeah, Brenda Lee sounded familiar. Super, super popular artist. Still alive today. Fun little fact, only 4'9".
Wow.
A short lady.
Very, very short. So very cool. Our next, definitely recognize this actress. After I saw it, I kind of thought maybe I recognized the name, but I wasn't sure. But born in 1945 is Terry Garr. She was an actress. I remember most vividly from Tootsie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that great movie with Dustin Hoffman, and she was one of the supporting actors. Big time. But she's been in so many stuff. In television, she was on MASH, Bob Newhart Show, The Odd Couple, Maude. Let's see. Saturday Night Live she appeared on. She was on the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, but she was in a ton of big movies as well. I already mentioned Tootsie. She was in Star Trek. Let's see what other ones here. She appeared on the Sonny and Cher show. Young Frankenstein. Okay, I remember that now. I remember her from that. I know I just recognize her. I just, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Huge show with Richard Dreyfuss in that. Oh God, with John Denver in that series of movies. That was with George Burns. And yeah. So anyways, bunch of big. Mr. Mom with Michael Keaton. Yeah, she's in a bunch of movies. So there you go. Terry Garr, born on this day in 1945.
Yeah, and then here's the one that you really recognize. Just right off the name.
Right off the name. And I literally own the cassette tape by this artist. But originally was in the Jackson 5, right? That's where their original fame comes from.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, and everybody knows Michael Jackson. But it's his brother's birthday, born in this day on 1954, is Jermaine Jackson, one of the Jackson boys. So just, good singer, dancer, musician, just all that
part of that
stuff.
Jackson 5.
Yep. And then had a solo career that was actually a decent solo
was
career.
it?
Yeah, just nothing like Michael's.
I mean, it's hard to come even close to. I mean, even the level of success that their sister had is hard to obtain.
Right. Well, and then she was a success on the she was on Different Strokes. She had a good acting career, plus an amazing music career. And they're like basically almost I don't know all those especially if you count in Jackson 5 fame, but almost all the Jackson kids had some level of fame, so throughout that process. But from Gary, Indiana, the Jackson family, but Jermaine Jackson, birthday in 1954. So there you go.
Well, that's
all right. That's our celebrity birthdays.
Yeah,
for
celebrity birthdays for the day. We are getting started on this game of what is it? Top Dog.
Minnesota.
Wait, did we already do Top Dog?
We already did Top Dog. Yep.
Wow,
yep.
we're flying by.
Yeah, this is our 12:45 game, Pride of Minnesota, and then we do have one more game.
I was totally behind time. I thought we were only 3 games deep. We're a whole 4 games deep. We've been flying through this broadcast.
Yeah, we got this game, and then we got our Vikings victory game, which is a huge game. We're gonna see if anybody can get into that top 5 of prizes for the Vikings merch. But we got Hard Rock jumping into first out there. Good to see Hard Rock's been having a lot of luck today. Getting into that top 9. Cupcakes in second, Big Schmitz in third, Lala in fourth, Babe Bliss in fifth. Everybody's got a ton of plays, so we're going to see where this all shakes out at.
Let's talk about that day in history.
Okay, let's do it.
On December 11th, 1981, American boxer Muhammad Ali fought his last professional debut, losing to Trevor Berbick. In a decision. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah, yep, that's right. Trevor Berbick. Not a great boxer, Trevor Berbick. And Muhammad Ali by that point was just a shell.
Oh, yeah. He was just boxing to box.
Yeah, and I think just making some money, and I think he just couldn't get it out of his blood. Unfortunately, I think after the rope-a-dope with George Foreman, he all the physical effects that he took from that beating to get the win, but long-term effects of that. George Foreman just had a powerful punch and just created a bunch of brain damage and just all those things that affected Muhammad Ali. Great champion. But that was the end of a career.
Oh, but best boxer of all time.
Yeah, just amazing. And when you count in just his celebrity status, the talk, the conversation, the buzz he created around it.
He changed the boxing world.
Oh, yeah. He created so much buzz around heavyweight boxing and just a celebrity as much as he was the champion and an amazing champion.
And he is got to be one of the best at dodging punches without his hands up.
Oh,
like, he just wouldn't – he played defense without his hands by his face.
Yeah.
Like, that's just how he boxed.
Yeah.
Like, that's incredible to me.
Because,
like, I watch the top boxers nowadays. And I'll watch, Floyd Mayweather, like, in these last decade. Yeah. And watch how he boxes.
One of the greatest defensive boxers.
One of the greatest defensive boxers. And you don't even see him ever put his hands down to, like, dodge and showboat like that. Like,
no, the only other guy I ever saw like that was Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard, I remember in that last Robert Duran fight where he had lost to Robert Duran in the first fight. And I don't know what happened there. But by the second fight, he dominated Duran.
Oh,
and then in the third fight, it looked like Duran shouldn't even been in the same ring with him. And literally, Sugar Ray Leonard was putting his hands down and saying, "Come on, hit me, hit me." And like when he'd come in to hit, and he couldn't hit him, and he'd just pop him. And he would do stuff like where he's rotating his arm like this, and then popping Duran with the other hand and everything. And I've never seen
just
someone
toying
taunt
with him.
Yeah, Sugar Ray Leonard. Again, just one of those great boxers. Just amazing athletes. Some of these guys. There's some guys.
You watch what's the height of the new heavyweight champion? I don't know if he's new heavyweight champion, but Ben the heavyweight champion.
Those guys are like 6'7", 6'8" now.
I think he's 6'9".
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up
because they got so much reach. Those tall guys now just have a ton of height. But you look at some of these guys and you just whatever.
Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
That's who's currently the heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
He is 6'9", 254 pounds. I mean, he can move around for 6'9", 200. He could play any sport.
Oh,
he can play any sport he wants. He can play basketball. He can play football. He can play baseball probably.
And that's what I say is there's some athletes that we see out there, whether it's football, basketball, boxing, any of these sports, and you say that player, that person, that athlete could only do well in X sport, but there's a whole bunch of them that that's their chosen sport. Like you put them in any sport.
They're just a professional athlete.
Right. Like, I mean, you put Shaquille O'Neal on a football field, if he had played that his whole life and trained for that, he's an amazing football player. LeBron James, Michael Jordan,
like, what were they saying? I think when Tyson Fury first won that heavyweight title or had defended it or something.
Yeah.
They were talking about punches coming and the reaction time it takes.
It's unbelievable.
It's like reacting to if a baseball was being thrown at you from this far away.
Yeah, that's what they said. It was like a 100-mile-an-hour baseball, but thrown at you from 2 feet away. To be able to dodge the hits that he was dodging. Unbelievable. The athleticism. And you look out there and you look at the guy and you go, well, he can't be that athletic. Like, but they're
because
in another stratosphere.
He doesn't look that athletic because he's 6'9", 250 pounds. He's got a little bit of tub on him.
Yeah.
But the reaction speed, the foot speed, those kinds of athletes, such as Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali being one of the greatest of them.
Right, yeah, just amazing.
Just as it shows just how crazy of athletes those guys are.
Yeah, no, really wild stuff, but just an amazing athletes. Well, we got just over 2.5 minutes left in this game of Pride of Minnesota. Jen AA is out of plays, but in first place with 17,030 points.
And looking like in a good spot right now.
Yeah, Bucks still has a few plays left, but would have to make some big moves. Hard Rock's out of plays in third. Lala's out of plays in fourth. Big Schmidt's out of plays in fifth. It would have to become from Bucks in that top 5. And Mama Bear, Cupcake, Babe Bliss, and Stony Baby are all out of plays. So it's either going to come outside of the top 10 or it's going to have to be Bucks.
It looks like Bucks is done.
Yeah, it looks like Jen AA has got this first place, but we got 2 minutes left, so someone could come from outside the top 9.
We don't know what the play totals are of these people outside. I know Jackpot Jen likes to hold on to the plays.
Yeah.
So I'll be watching out for some Jackpot Jen making their way into the top 9.
Yeah, we'll see if that can happen. And yeah, that's the thing. Like, you just can't hold on too long because, like last game, Jackpot Jen didn't get all her plays in.
Yeah.
So got to make sure you give yourself enough time to get all those plays in, and before that time runs out. Well, that means our next game here after the enrollment period will be Vikings victory. We're going after this Vikings merchandise here.
We got some
the top
sweet
5
stuff to give out.
Absolutely.
And it is the last day to get in.
Yeah.
So,
I almost think, that maybe Mad Dog, now he's in 3rd place and he's got that baseball hat again, might want to get bumped down to 4th.
Yes.
So that he can get a stocking hat. I don't know. I haven't verified that with Mad Dog.
Yeah, he might want 2 hats.
He maybe does, because that's not a bad option. Two hats that you can wear each, and they're like, wow, did you clean your hat? No, it's my Wednesday hat. So,
it's my Wednesday. Or you wear one hat and you put the other hat away.
Yeah.
And you just wear that hat, and it becomes your everyday hat.
Right.
You wear it all the time.
Right.
And then it gets worn down, it gets raggedy. You can't wear it anymore.
Yeah.
You took it gardening and you dumped some dirt on it, and it's just no longer good.
Havoc happened.
And then you go out, grab your new crisp one that you have closeted up.
Yeah.
And then
they're like, wow.
They're like, wow, how'd you fix your hat? Like, how'd they make it? And you're like, I just had an extra one.
Yeah, you say, I won 2. I'm that good. I won 2 baseball caps. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We got 7 seconds left here in this game. Looks like Gen AA is going to get that win here in Pride of Minnesota. We'll see if the tabulators agree. And then we'll get enrolling in this Vikings victory game, which we're super excited. I can't believe we're already in our final game. But this does mean we get to talk about all the things we always like to talk about during the Vikings victory game. There's Gen AA getting the win. Congratulations, Jen. And Bucks in 2nd, Hard Rock in 3rd, Lala in 4th, and Big Schmidt finished in 5th place. We're going to start getting enrolled here then in this Vikings victory game. We'll see what that means. We get to talk all things Vikings, which we love. All right.
Oh, yeah.
And we also, the other thing we got to do before the show's out is we got to make sure we talk about our charity spotlight of the week.
We do.
We got to make sure we do that. Otherwise, we get pink slips under our door from Tony.
Well, you wanted to go over that charity spotlight right now because I know we're going to hit the football stuff.
All right. I'll do it right now. Is that what you're saying? Is it me? All right. Here we go. We got the Climb Theater. Climb Theater uses the power of live theater to inspire people to build better communities. Their customized plays can help you deal with bullying or build resiliency, teach accountability, or reinforce empathy. Whatever your objective, their innovative approach will produce a play that students and adults will remember long after the show is over. That's right, the Climb Theater creates customized plays, classes, and workshops that build accountability, resiliency, empathy, advocacy, and self-control. Climb inspires people to make the world a better place.
Aha!
And that's awesome. We're really excited.
Oh, yeah.
Tony was talking about on their broadcast this week that he actually got to meet some of the folks from the Climb Theater.
Oh, really?
One time. And great people, really cool stuff that they're doing.
That's
and so,
awesome.
Anyways, we love our partnership with all these charities.
You said you used to be in theater, right?
Oh, yeah.
What play did you do back in college?
Boy,
do you know?
that's a good question.
Or what kind of role did you play back in college?
I was gonna say something really stupid. I never was like the lead.
You were always just a side.
Yeah, I was always a side actor. Yeah. So,
I got to be my junior year of high school. I got to be one of the one of the head roles in the school play.
Oh, yeah.
That was super fun. And we got to do choreography, sword fighting, and stuff like that in the play. It was a super fun one.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember seeing it. So
I think it was a different kind of rendition of The Lion King.
Oh,
where
that sounds familiar.
Because of legal reasons, it couldn't be like an actual version of The Lion King.
Yeah.
But it was like different names and and like a sequel to the
sounds
Lion
like a
King.
sequel. Yeah,
but
I remember
like
that.
not actually part of the Lion King. But it was super fun.
Yeah, because Sophie was in it too, and I think your fight scene was with Maloney, wasn't it?
Yes, with your 8th grade head coach.
Yeah, he's my middle school coach right now. So, anyways, cool stuff. Yeah, in college, probably the most nerve-wracking that I actually enjoyed as well was we had to do a half-hour. I don't know if you call it a play, but it was just where we had to act out and talk like a section from a book on stage in front of a crowd, where we had to just hold the crowd through just us talking out a book.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, and try to act it out. I did Jerry Kramer's book about his time under Vince Lombardi with the Green Bay Packers.
Okay.
I took a section of that, and I just basically, and Jerry Kramer's book was kind of cool because it was talking about him at real time in that, at that time playing and all that. And so it related with me because I was an offensive lineman, he was an offensive lineman. And so I did that, and I don't know, I got an A on it. So
it was super fun. It probably was super fun.
But that was stressful to basically memorize a half hour of a book, because you weren't allowed to stand up there like with the book in your hand or anything, and you had to play it out and talk it out, and basically you're reading the book to people from memorization and acting it out.
That's super fun.
Yeah, so anyways, cool stuff. But that was probably one of the most stuff. But anyways, going back to Climb Theater, it's great to have an association with those guys. They're doing great work out there. And
if you play over at the Mermaid and Roosevelt Bar in Eveleth, you're supporting the Climb Theater.
There you go. That is great stuff. When we get back to the bars, give a little love to the Climb Theater and those locations that support it. So that's cool stuff.
Oh, here we go. We're now rolling in Vikings victory. Right now, we're shooting for some bottom scores right now. So the bottom score, this is the lowest score in our top 5 right now, is by Funfair 66 with a score of 19,875 points. You have to have a really, really good game to beat it, but it's definitely doable. We haven't had anyone in the 19,000s make it into our top 5 before, so it's very doable.
Look at Bridgie 07 jumping out there to over 2,600 points with looks like 1 or 2 plays in.
That is a great start to the match. Let's talk about the rest of the top 5.
Okay.
In Vikings victory, we got Berger in 4th place with 20,110 points.
We got Mad Dog with 20,605 points in 3rd place. But like I said, I think Mad Dog may want to get bumped down.
Oh, yeah, or he comes in and goes for that 1st place spot.
Yeah, I think he really wants the Delvin Cook. He's going to burn the helmet if he gets the Kirk Cousins helmet.
Yes. So we don't want him getting anywhere between 2nd and 3rd.
I feel guilt if he wins 2nd place. I feel a little bit of guilt if he gets 3rd place because it's the same prize.
Yeah.
Right? So I want him to either get 1st or 4th or 5th,
There
we go. We got Dorky jumping into that 1st place spot now. But we got well over 8 minutes still to play.
And that next spot is Bucks, newcomer into our top 5, came in yesterday.
Yeah. Bucks out there playing today.
Had a big score of 21,570 points, in line for that mini helmet signed by Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, and that's a nice prize in my opinion, not Mad Dogs. And then in first prize is AI 2018 currently in line for that Dalvin Cook signed photo frame. Beautiful. Suitable for hanging on your wall in any room.
Oh, yeah.
And that is with 23,620 points. But we got some folks out there getting some points out there playing right now. We'll see where this ends up.
Well,
We're trying to beat one of those scores.
Let's see if anybody in this top 10 has a really nice low amount of points done. They all look like they're around that same range. Manuel 0815 looks like are in the best spot right now. But Mama Bear still has the most amount of plays in the top 9.
Yep.
We're going to see if she can go Well, Mama Bear checked in and said, "Go, Mom."
All right.
And so let's send
her out
Mama Bear some luck. I'm going to stack you up with a whole
right.
bunch of luck for Mama Bear right now with a whole bunch of plays.
All right.
There you go, Mama Bear.
Here we go, Mama Bear.
There's some luck for you. Hopefully that can get you over that 7th place spot and into that top 5.
It is happening. So yeah, in our as we're letting that play out a little bit, we'll see where everybody ends up and if we can make a push into that top 5.
Yeah, let's talk about what people are thinking about this week's game with the Vikings.
Because we've been talking all week how it feels like a playoff week because the Vikings really need to go 4-0 in these last 4 games. I think at worst go 3-1.
Yes,
and this is one of the tough ones because they're going on the road for 3 of their last 4 games. Okay?
One of them going up against the Saints.
Absolutely. And then the other toughest one, I think, is these Buccaneers, right?
Yes.
And so the experts agree as well because literally I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the just single experts all saying the Bucs are going to win. And then when we look at these other experts, it's like 0 of 8 experts at CBS Sports think the Vikings are going to win.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2 of 6, 2 of 9, 0 of 7.
Yeah, this is like the Monday morning quarterback. It's ESPN, US Today Sports. Like,
I mean,
nobody thinks they're going to win.
Nobody thinks. I mean, it's a hard thing to go up against a Tom Brady off of a bye week.
Yeah.
I do think that, but I think they are underappreciating how dangerous this receiving core for the Vikings are.
And the way the Bucs like to play defense with that man-to-man coverage, I think they're going to struggle with that. I think that's going to be a tall task for the Buccaneers defense to be able to cover those. I think they've got the Bucs have a really nice run-stopping defense, so it's going to be a little bit of a slugfest in the run game. What I hope is that Gary Kubiak stays with the run game enough to keep the pass game available, so they can't just tee off on us in that pass and get pressure on Cousins that he can't get the ball off when he wants to, right?
Yes.
And so if we can stay with a good balance of run pass.
Because I don't know if run's going to necessarily work.
No.
But we can't let them just know that we're going to we're going to pass it every single play.
Yeah.
Because their linebacking core, those D tackles are great run stopping for the Bucs.
They are very good.
So if they're going to be really hard, it's going to be we're going to have to get Dalvin Cook involved in the pass game as well. I think I would like to see him get 5 or more receptions.
Yeah.
This week.
I'd like to see a lot of screen plays. I mean, Gary Kubiak knows a lot of football, on plays, but I think the screen game would be a nice game this week with man coverage, with all those weapons, and they got to guard them. Hit some screens to Dalvin Cook. Be a nice way to get Dalvin Cook involved.
Yeah, just get him outside of that tackle box, getting the ball. That's what I would like to see, especially with that explosive first step that he has.
It's a way to extend the pass game into basically that is a part of your run game. It's just done in a little different way. It's really what the screen
it just counts as passing yards.
Yeah, it does. And so we'll see if they can do that. But yeah, that's why all the experts are going. Well, the real reason that all the experts are going that way is I think on the offensive side. So we got a young defense, right?
Yes, a young defense.
The one time that Tom Brady has shown over all the years, and especially this year, is if you can get pressure in his face. That's where he throws interceptions. Will press a little bit. Otherwise, if he's got time back there, they've got so many weapons. They're kind of like us in the receiving core, where they can send all those guys out there, to go catch passes that it really could cause a big problem.
Oh yeah, they're one of those teams that I think are right with the Vikings. I think Tampa Bay may even have a higher up than the Vikings in the receiving core. It's like Kansas City, then Tampa, and then let me think. I'm thinking through all the NFL teams to make sure I'm not making a mistake. I would say then Vikings for receiving core wise, and just having those 2 explosive players.
Well, with just under 2.5 minutes left to play, we got Bridgie 0-7 out of plays, but with a 10,785 points in first place, that won't be enough. to get them into that top 5. Again, you get to continue to play all day, so it ends at the end of play today. Who is that top 5? So make sure you keep playing.
Though.
Brad's got
still
some
with a couple plays left. I think that Brad's going to end up passing Brigio 7.
It would not be shocking at all. Well, yeah, here's the weapons they roll out in that pass game. They got Mike Evans, Antonio Brown, and Chris Godwin all out there. So, for our young DBs, that's going to be a push. If we can't get pressure on in Tom Brady's face, he can handle
Do you
the
know if
outside.
we have some people off of injury report?
I'll have to take a double look here in just a second. But, he can handle the pressure off the edge. He does a nice job stepping up in the pocket. He can keep his eyes downfield. But when the pressure comes in his face, he can't keep his eyes downfield. He's got to shift more side to side in the pocket, and that's a problem for Tom Brady.
And you got to be able to get pressure without blitzing people.
That's right. You got to be able to, because you got to have enough guys back to help in that coverage.
Because he'll pick you apart if you blitz somebody.
Absolutely. So we'll see how that rolls. I think it's probably going to be a high-scoring game. Right now, Vegas has this thing at as the Tampa Bay as a 6.5-point favorite. The over/under is 52.5 points. They think it's going to be pretty high scoring. It's a little less than a touchdown in an extra point.
Oh, yeah.
But it is a definite clear favorite for Tampa Bay in this. 75% of the action so far in Vegas has been on Tampa Bay. Everyone's thinking Tampa's going to win this. So it's the experts, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Everybody thinks that Tampa's going to win this, but I got a feeling the Vikings got something for them.
Wow, there it is. Brat not quite being able to pass up Brigio 7, getting that win with 10,785 points. Really good game by Brigio 7, being able to hold on to that first place spot. Not quite enough to get into that top 5, though. So keep on playing a lot of Vikings victory today and try to get into that top 5, because this is the last day to be able to get those prizes, such as signed football by Kirk Cousins or signed photo by Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, no, great prizes out there. Even though stocking hats in the baseball cap is huge. Make sure you come back at 5 o'clock. Be part of the broadcast. We got the Cash Crew 2 coming in with it. It's going to be a super fun broadcast. And then on Sunday, we'll be with you guys at 11:30 for the game day broadcast.
Oh, yeah. And remember, when you play Pilot Games, your community wins. Have a good one, guys.
Bye, guys.